My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Ascension 20 Watcher. Whoo! Oh, and Slay the Spire as well. It's just Slay the Spire. I not mentioned that. Let's go for a random boss relic. Ooh, Violet Lotus. Whenever you exit calm, gaining additional energy. Okay, we have to try and do a start swapping build with this. But let's remember and keep in mind what I said last episode about wanting to prioritize getting the parts of the start swapping build that provide calm first. Otherwise, multiple times over, I've ended up in a scenario where I just get dead stopped at bosses because those fights go for a little bit longer and calm does not really work in those scenarios. Sorry, calm. Being in Wrath constantly doesn't really work in those scenarios. Alright. Well, that's not going to be enough. Dang it. Why does this fight have to take this long? Just concede, enemy. You know you're dead. Flex Potion, Signature Move, Indignation, and Bowling Bash. Indignation's another way to enter Wrath and benefit from Wrath, but it's up against Bowling Bash. Got a strike, though. Trying to maintain the balance of the deck as it currently stands. Not a huge fan of not being able to pivot into Eruption on that turn. It seems pretty important to me. Come on, that'll do it. No, it won't. Oh, it won't. That's tragic. So yeah, that's not going to do enough because I'm not already in Vigilance, so I don't get enough energy to actually play the Eruption and all of those other effects. So yeah, now I just get to eat a bunch of damage versus the Cultist. Dang it. Fire Potion as well as... let's take Reach Heaven to try and push through elites. These two potions should really help us doing that as well. Beautiful. Alright. I need calm triggers, game. I keep asking for them. Please provide. I can't take any of that. I'm gonna upgrade Tantrum. It's gonna be a significant amount of extra damage for us in this fight. A lot like that. One potion gets us the win. Hell yeah. War Paint, upgrade 2 random skills, so we'll try and get a skill first. Flick, deal 4 damage. If an enemy is flicked 3 times, they take 40 damage. Upgrades to 0 cost. I really, really want that, but we're going for a very specific kind of deck already. I don't know if it fits in that. At least for us right now. Anchor, started combat with 10 block. Gotta love that. Gotta hate this, though. I really can't afford to be weakened, and that Gremlin Wizard needs to go down as soon as possible, so as a result, I have to kill the Fat Gremlin on the first round because it'll weaken us. As well as make us frail. It's not really appreciated. Alright. Take 5 damage here, but guarantee that I don't have to take the 60 thereafter. Consecrate, flanks, no. Can I go for another elite? Probably. Should I go for another elite? Definitely not. Upgrade Eruption so it's easier to get into that form. Wish I could have started that in calm. But I'll settle for setting up for likely lethal on following turns. Stop giving me all of the Wrath cards, game. This is a shop directly before a shop as well. It's probably Holt and Akabeko here. Your first attack each combat deals 8 additional damage. It's pretty good when you're going aggressive. Again, I wanted as many cards as I could have gotten that would have supported the Wrath build by, swapping back to Calm, but I haven't found them. I've tried. Sometimes they're just not there. Oh my god, we get to start with Tantrum. That's exactly what we wanted to start with. Okay, through violence is going to be the splitting attack. Beautiful. I mean, I could have burned the slime there, but there's no way we're getting back to that cycle. Alpha, Omniscience, and Judgment. I turned down a Judgment earlier. It does give me a secondary way of taking care of the shapes next floor, especially. Or rather, the floor after next. I may actually swap all of my strikes and defense. Because if they become things that help me swap stance, they're infinitely more powerful for me. Exits a stance. That's defense at least. Yeah, I need Calm. I need, like, a bunch of Calm triggers now. If the game does not provide those, we will just fall. Ugh, yikes. I'm specifically sensitive about it because I really don't think the game is going to provide those. Let me get the Miracle Plus here. Eruption 17. And then this is what? 12? No, 11. 11 double 22. 17, 22 is 39. 39 plus Judgment's not going to be enough. Alright, I'll empty mine first. That Holt is really appealing right now. Alright. Pretty good block. Oh, so I don't actually have plated armor. Like Water just uses that at the moment. Got it. I was very concerned that I'd suddenly been awarded plated armor there. Alright, let's... I mean, Vigilance and then Tantrum gives me back an extra energy. Deceive Reality plus Safety. Then I can Miracle out, battle him, and reach Heaven. Just trying to get lethal a lot closer here because defending is difficult for me. On a lot of these turns, at least. Perfect. Flurry of Blows, Tranquility. It's Tranquility. As much as I desperately want Flurry of Blows here, I need Tranquility. Wonder if I can kill a target right now. That looks like a pretty strong no right there. Let's reach Heaven and then battle him. Just to set up for further damage. I probably should have also used Collect there. I'm not going to have time to actually use that effectively. Okay. Start with Tranquility, then use Tantrum. Through Violence kills the backline. We can Smite. hold for a decent amount of block, then kill the next turn. Bottled Miracle is kind of useful. I think I may actually have to take a third eye here. Literally just for some more defense. Vigilance, Empty Mind is actually going to replenish as much as I use. Like Water, Carve Reality, and then Smite. Oh, I really wish we could get close enough to that Judgment. So we just get to take a bunch of damage on this turn. Thanks, game. And a bunch of damage on this turn as well. This is unsustainable. Fear no evil. Yep, desperately been looking for it this entire time. Very glad to see it. Mental Fortress, whenever you change stances, gain 3 block. Also incredibly important to us. Alright, those 2 pieces there were huge. Absolutely giant. We're in with a shot now. Let's start with Empty Minds, looking for aggressive cards. Did not really manage to find them. All Tranquility and then Third Eye. I was trying to remove any days that were atop the deck there. Didn't really find any though. Do we still have Akabeko up? No, we don't. No, we do. We do have Akabeko up. That's why our attacks are still dealing, damage. So 8x4. 32. And then we'll be in Wrath. By default, this is, I think, 6, maybe 8. What's it in the actual deck? 8. It's 8 by itself. So weaken that, and then double the damage. So it will deal 12 still. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill the enemy this time. We could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could actually do a lot of damage. Hang on. We are actually going to have to count this, which means unapplying weakness, then... Well, it shouldn't actually mean, because they're all multiplicatives, right? So just multiply by 2, but after Vigor is removed. So it looks like Vigor is added before the reduction, because this goes 8 to 16, then weakens by 25% down to 12. So that means this initially would be 6, and then 6 doubled 12. Yeah, it'd be 12 again. You would go down to... What's Carve Reality by base? I think it's 4. 5. It's by 5 by base. Okay. 5 would be weakened down to 3. Doubles its damage to 6. Smites would be... 12 by base weakens down to 8. 8? No, weakens down to 9. And then doubles to 18. So I've got 18 2 times over is 36. Plus 32 is 78. Plus 6. And 12. So 18. 78 plus 18 is 90. 6. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna use a strength potion to get through this. Pick up a regen potion as a result. Happy about that. Wheel kick. Worship. Probably neither. I do really need to focus on my defense at this point. Speaking of focusing on the defense, let's upgrade Mental Fortress there. Dodge and Elite, definitely. Definitely also not pick that up. We're just going to try and get a little bit more powerful in a lot of these. If Windmill Strike is how we are intending to take out bosses, it needs to be upgraded as well. Bag of Marbles started combat with one vulnerability, that is, applied to all enemies. Gain 3 strength and 3 dex, gain 1 less energy at the start of each turn. If we are constantly swapping our stances, then that's a way to go for us. Because we'll use the stance swapping in order to gain energy, and then just benefit from the extra 4 strength and 4 dex. That's also something that's going to be much more valuable in boss fights. It'd duplicate Windmill Strike. Okay. We actually have the Necronomicon. Neat. As much as I wanted to upgrade in that position, it's got to be a rest. Yeah, figured. And here it has to be another rest as well. Very glad that I upgraded the Windmill Strike when I did. Okay. Mental Fortress, and then Fear No Evil, giving myself a little bit of block there. Let's go Third Eye to get past Eruption, definitely. Play Halt and Carve Reality. Oh, this regen potion isn't going to be enough, is it? Alright. I'm not weakened this turn, so let's... Tantrum, Smite, Smite, Smite. Because I can already Tranquility out of this. But if I'm going to get Vigilance, I'll use that instead. Beautiful. Okay, I don't have a way to get back into Wrath this turn. Reach Heaven twice there for 2 through violences. I didn't even remember that that was the thing we could do. Eruption through violence. Smite. Smite. Should I double Windmill Strike here? Well, I guess I can just double Windmill Strike next turn anyway. Yeah, I'll leave that for next turn. Through violence. Double up on Windmill Strike. Beautiful. So we found our way through bosses. Double lessons learned. That's just decent damage. We don't have that many 2-cost attacks in the deck. Deva Form helps meter out the negatives that we incur. But also just getting an Energy Relic past this point would do that. So would Deus Ex Machina, actually, as well. We do need extra energy for the next floor, I think. No, we just need to be able to swap more commonly. I'll take lessons learned. Okay. Now, it's probably Cursed Key and just ignore the chests next floor. Unless I've got a shop immediately after them. We're woefully underprepared in terms of relics. But maybe this build is just going to be strong enough by itself to not have to worry about that. Elite, 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 elite. So there is no way to avoid all elites this floor. And any of the left paths will fight 2 elites. Let's enter calm while we can. While it's easy to. Like water as defense at the end of this turn. That'll do. Again, managed to get full block there, just constantly bopping down the backliner. Love it. Alright. We're definitely going for kills this turn. Miracle. Tantrum you. It's unfortunate we don't get to use lessons learned there. Alright. Ooh. I would love to have that relic. I just definitely cannot afford it. 9 block at the end of a turn if you end it with Calm. That's really appealing. Judgment needs an upgrade though, so it's easier to kill these spikes. Speaking of, there's the Judgment, and here's the spikes that we need to use against them, so... I feel pretty vindicated right now. Could have used a fire potion there to prevent that damage. Hang on. It's through violence there, then double lessons learned. So that we get the kill, and then murder. Lovely. Second fasting. Way too much, I think. Take another... Take another mental fortress there. Alright. Four times 7 is 32. But this would only hit 3 times. So we would actually only take a little bit of damage. The spikers need to die basically instantly. I'm happy with taking that little damage for the kill there. Was really hoping for judgment this hand. Oh well. Halt first, then Vigilance. I mean, I could have Ruption and then Windmill Strike. No, Windmill Strike needs to be upgraded if we're going to be doing something like that. Also, we have other things that we would want to duplicate. Let's try and get lessons learned off in this fight. Upgrading those extra cards matters a lot. Let's change stance a couple times here, I think, just to gain some extra block, I think. I think. Go Calm. Go into Wrath. Use that to double play that for the kill, accidentally. It happens. Battle him. Definitely double reach heaven. Double reach heaven is nice setup. Ugh. Really? Had to go for the giant amount of damage here? How dare you? Eruption, Fear No Evil, and then safety. Decent amount of block. Still kind of terrified. Probably going to chuck a Tantrum next turn. Yep. That's Mental Fortress, Tantrum, Smite, through violence, Smite, Windmill Strike. Next turn I'm almost certainly... Well, yeah, I'm certainly drawing away to actually exit this stance. Let's get some Vigilance. Okay. Let's go... Tantrum. Halt. Smite 2 times over, empty mind through. Tranquility and through violence. Beautiful. Actually, I also have the energy for fasting. Should have done that at the start then. Oh well. Okay, there's lessons learned. Can we actually play it? Yes. Requires us using the fire potion, but yes. Ooh, reach heaven being doubled. Perfect. Another halt. I don't think I want another halt at this point. I need more rests before I go to the elite, unfortunately. As much as I wanted to go on that path, I'll have to go on this other one elite path. Okay. 44, and then this would be 15 2 times over, so 30, 60, so 44 and 60 is 104. Plus carve reality for 10, 114, 124 on top of that, 136, plus judgment is not enough. That is not what I was trying to click, game, and you know it. So here's the demonstration that it's not enough before I quickly save and quit here. I literally just calculated that Tantrum was not going to be enough at that turn. So this isn't me retconning anything, it's just like I was trying to click a different card. Oh, we're gonna take a bunch of damage in this fight. Oh, it's not gonna be good. Oh, it's a bad time. Let me get those through violences. Were those both upgraded? Really? I thought... Hang on. I thought Reach Heaven Plus didn't give you upgraded through violences, but it did give me upgraded through violences. Neat. Thanks, game. Pretty sure that's a bug. Still happy about it, though. Alright. I'm gonna Miracle, Empty Minds. I was looking for a way to get Eruption there. Didn't really find it. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to defend enough this turn. Now this one's a retcon. We needed to use the defensive potion at the start of that turn or die. Oh, this character! The amount of counting! This fasting, reach heaven, miracle, deceive reality, and safety. Alright. Here's this turn again. We use Speed Potion before we halt Empty Minds and Third Eye. So we get 7 block plus... Yeah, we will actually live now. You're kidding me. We actually had lethal. Bad play, Ryan. Bad play. I was underestimating I was overvaluing waiting until I had Eruption before I used the Through Violence. I didn't even really count it, frankly. It's entirely my bad. Inner Peace. If you're in Calm, draw 3 cards. Otherwise, enter Calm. See, my whole thing was I wanted to rest up before the Elite. I can't risk that being Normality or something. I'm gonna have to start this fight with a lot of damage. So I've got to trust that I have a way out of it. That's a way out of it. Tranquility. Then let's go Fasting and Third Eye. Alright, we're probably going to go Tantrum next time. Try and kill. Tantrum, Fear No Evil, and then Murder. Beautiful. All these smooth stones start each combat with 1 dex, as well as Meditate. Put 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand and retain them into Calm. That's, I think, possibly too much. Now we need more Eruption triggers, actually. Or Wrath triggers, rather. Let's actually try and curate our next hand a little. More Strike is the only one that really matters there. And then I'll Meditate in order to put Fear No Evil and Carve Reality back in hand. Beautiful. I'll hold on to Windmill Strike as long as I possibly can here. Fasting. Double up on Reach Heaven. I also kind of want to miracle out a Battle Hymn here. I feel like Miracle is going to be useful in later turns. Okay. Mental Fortress like water. Through Violence is almost enough to full defend me here, actually. It's not, though, so I'll Miracle and then go for the Windmill. That also puts the Windmill in my next cycle past. It's definitely Halt to start with. It's Tantrum Through Violence, Deceive Reality as well. And no, we're definitely going aggressive next turn as well, so no need to Tranquility yet. In fact, Fear No Evil there so that I have the ability to go back into that form. And then we'll throw away anything that's not instantaneous damage. Because it doesn't matter. Tranquility again. Way too much. Mental Fortress, though. Mental Fortress, Indignation, another way to get into Wrath, as well as more ways to benefit from our stance switching. I mean, look, if it's gonna upgrade a card for me, I'm probably not gonna turn it down. Okay, let's go Indignation and then just blow up the backliner. As well as fill our deck with cards that'll destroy the frontliner. That'll do. I am actually kind of interested in putting a Protect in this deck. It's very expensive for us, though. No. We can't generate defense using things like that. Ooh, thank you. That's actually going to give us the opportunity here to go for another upgrade. I think it probably has to be Mental Fortresses. Probably need the Dex Potion in this fight as well. Alright. Let's Fear No Evil on the backliner and then Empty Mind. Guess this is safety to hold. Come on, fasting. I know you're in there somewhere. Hey, you're right there. Beautiful. Fasting has to be played. No two ways around that one. I also need like water and another safety out. Just really good setup for this fight. Okay. Let's go. Bowling bash on the frontliner. There's very little defense that I can actually generate this time. Ouch. Yikes. Yeah, I feel like we probably lost this one a while ago. Yeah, there's no real way at this point to defend ourselves. All right. We're going to go all out then. Die to the next hit, or hang on. Yeah, die to the next hit. So what have we found? What have we learned about the stance decks? Well, Flurry of Blows is essential. We didn't have Flurry of Blows in that deck, so we were very, very heavily reliant on having the Necronomicon double affect some of our larger attacks. And in particular, double generate things using Reach Heaven. Prioritizing Calm is extremely important for making sure that we get through bosses, but also having secondary win strats like the Fasting to help mitigate the evils of the long boss fights is also really helpful. Halt is incredibly powerful, as I'd already felt. So is Tantrum. Carve Reality probably wasn't needed. Although that was an early pickup if I recall correctly. Or maybe it was actually something that got included in our deck with the Pandoras. The Pandora's Shuffle wasn't that great, but ultimately we did actually manage to get a pretty reasonable deck out of it. Lacking Flow State, stance swapping decks have become much more difficult as well. There's still more to learn about that for me on my part. I definitely need more things that retain and give us the ability to change stance, right? We had one Tranquility and picked up a second one near the end, but actually if we had a Crescendo, life would have been a lot easier as well because we ended up being short on Tantrum triggers. Maybe I actually want to start considering taking the ability to exit stances as well more commonly. Right? Usually I only take the Empty Mind was actually randomly generated to the deck. Usually the only one that I take for exiting a stance is not in this deck, is Empty Body. But maybe I should be considering Empty Fist as well, or Empty Strike. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been, thank heck we didn't win on that. I never would have heard the end of it because I restarted a fight. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.